This match is set for one fall, a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, competing out of Mystic Realms, evermore, Riley Shepard.
Lenny, Riley Shepard is such an incredible human being, such a great spirit, and someone who considers this matchup to be, gosh, a true dream matchup.
Well, you gotta give her credit. It's her WWE debut and jumping right into the deep waters against a legit Hall of Famer in LuFisto.
Competing out Surround, Quebec, LuFisto!
The Wounded Owl, the Hall of Famer, the First Lady of Hardcore, the Innovator of Intergender, whatever name you want to call her, LuFisto is here in Women's Wrestling Army.
Yeah, this is a woman who has blazed a literal trail throughout the world of women's professional wrestling. It is an honor to have her here in this company. 26 years as a pro.
Yeah, LuFisto jumping right into the action, has her Women's Wrestling Army debut here against the Gladiator of the Geeks, Riley Shepard. And then straight into a collision of titans with Max the Impaler.
And LuFisto is a woman who has been dying to get back out on the wrestling scene. She is a woman who was particularly impacted by COVID over the last couple of years, being from Canada, basically just locked out of being able to wrestle in the United States for over 2 years with strict COVID laws and rules at the border. It has made it impossible for LuFisto to get involved back on the independent scene. And now it's Riley Shepard. Shock on the face of LuFisto after that counter from Shepard. Shoulders down and a near fall.
Well, certainly when you've seen the things that LuFisto has seen, there's very few instances that would elicit that kind of shock. And early out the gate for Riley Shepard to really be giving it to LuFisto, but LuFisto quick to change the complexion of this matchup once more. Driving the knees into the side of Riley Shepard. Riley Shepard, one of those women impacted by how LuFisto has blazed a trail for women in this business.
LuFisto championships all over the world. Jersey All-Pro, Shine, where she was the longest reigning champion in Shine history. CZW, won the Ironman championship there, was one of the first women to win, championships that were traditionally held by only men, and single-handedly led the country of Canada to drop restrictions from women being able to wrestle against men, allowing women to compete against anyone that they chose to wrestle against or a promoter chose to match them up with. Epitomizing what we're trying to do here in Women's Wrestling Army. LuFisto has empowered women in wrestling for 2 decades.
Yeah, LuFisto completely changed laws, shaped history for women in wrestling. But now...
Oh, nice over the top from Shepard there. Courting hold, takes LuFisto off her feet.
Nightmare takes LuFisto down to the mat.
And thus far, Riley Shepard not shying away from this moment. That's the thing you often wonder about when you've got a young competitor in there against a legitimate Hall of Famer like LuFisto. Is the moment going to be too big for them? Are the lights too bright for them? And right now, Riley Shepard is answering no to all of those questions.
Riley Shepard is someone who has called herself the voice of the voiceless. I think something that LuFisto has tried to do in her career as well. But Riley Shepard speaks for the geeks, the outcasts, and fights to be the warrior she needs to be, and she needs to really tap into that inner warrior in this matchup against LuFisto.
First over that second rope, and here comes LuFisto with that crossbody. High impact offense, a trademark for LuFisto.
Now the cover for the win, but Riley Shepard, resilience on display.
And that's exactly what Shepard's going to need to be against somebody like LuFisto. who can beat you in so many different ways. If you want to wrestle on the mat, she can do it. If you want to take to the air, she'll try and match you there as well. If you want to just slug it out and fight and get violent, she can do that too. And right now, she's trying to break the back of Riley Shepard and make her humble.
Wrenching in that camel clutch, and now even yanking on the nose of Riley Shepard. Riley Shepard finding her way back to her knees, but a swift kick right to the midsection takes her down.
But when you rip at your opponent's nose, I mean, there's a chance you're going to end up with something on your hand.
This is quite true.
Which is why I have hand sanitizer in my pocket, even to do commentary.
You never know. You just never know.
I never know when your nose is going to end up in my hand, and I'm going to need hand sanitizer. Your nose will never end up in my hand, I promise.
This is fair. And now, LuFisto with a big boot to the face.
Trying to put the nose of Riley Shepard through the back of her skull.
Or at least to remove it from Riley Shepard's face altogether. But Riley Shepard showing signs of life, fighting back with all of her might.
Oh, Fisto with a big right hand. Butterfly suplex right into another cover.
Taken down with the cover, but Riley Shepard kicks out. Riley Shepard, who outside of wrestling, who's worked as a domestic violence and sexual assault hotline and safe house.
You gotta respect someone who does that. Although right now, LuFisto trying to make Riley Shepard want to do anything but wrestle.
Riley Shepard, though, so much love, so much heart.
Think about how much compassion for humanity, for your fellow man or fellow woman, whatever the case may be, you would have to make that your vocational choice in life. It's nothing but respect for Riley Shepard. And then respect to step in the ring against somebody like LuFisto.
And endurance to be able to still be standing upright, maybe with a little help from the ropes, but, wait. Now throwing LuFisto into the corner.
Rapid fire chops in the corner.
And you can see the sword of hope on the forearm of Riley Shepard. Now taken down onto that apron. LuFisto, a boot across the face of Shepard once more.
And hearing it from this crowd. Still to come in our main event, Trish Adora and the Virtuosa, Deonna Purrazzo. Well, right now, it is all LuFisto here in this one.
Riley Shepard brought back to her feet, but firmly planted once more as LuFisto drives the knee between the shoulder blades of the Gladiator of the Geeks. But this isn't where it ends. It can't be where it ends for Riley Shepard.
Trying to will herself back to her feet, LuFisto, though. Right to the back of the skull.
And that battle cry of the Gladiator of the Geeks. And now, LuFisto, the legendary competitor, unrelenting offense. But Riley Shepard saves herself with a boot up.
Now up to the second. It's that missile drop kick. And LuFisto went down in a heap.
HP up from Riley Shepard. And is it enough for her to summon some HP in this matchup?
Well, LuFisto, the veteran, wisely immediately making her way to the ropes, stopping any follow-up from Shepard, who was unable to really follow up as it was. But it's Shepard now up with a right hand.
But is it wise to get into a slugfest with LuFisto?
I was about to say no, but then Shepard with a flurry, double axe handle.
And another axe handle blow from the Gladiator of the Geeks. Shepard with an uppercut.
And LuFisto's reeling a bit here. As Shepard sends LuFisto for the ride and follows her in with a clothesline.
And a mighty huzzah from Riley Shepard.
Able to muscle LuFisto over with that exploder. But again, for the second time in a row, a big high-impact move from Riley Shepard, and Shepard unable to follow up with a cover.
So much damage she's already succumbed to at the hands of LuFisto.
Oh, short right hand from LuFisto, catching Shepard charging in the corner. And Riley now in a very precarious position here. Up on the shoulders.
LuFisto looking for that burning hammer!
Plants her, cover!
And that's it!
The winner of this match, LuFisto!
Well, it's definitely an impressive showing from Riley Shepard, going toe-to-toe with a Hall of Famer, a legend like LuFisto. LuFisto picks up a win in her WWA debut, but has some way bigger fish to fry. And that's the Impaler.
Credit where credit's due to Riley Shepard. It takes a lot of guts to step up in a big way, in a big spot, in your debut against someone like LuFisto. Push the veteran, push the Hall of Famer to the absolute limits, but just made one mistake at the end. Went up to the top, went up to the second turnbuckle. LuFisto swooped in, able to hit the burning hammer, got the 1-2-3, and picked up the victory here.
Incredible veteran instincts, but again, representing Battle Club Pro, Riley Shepard. Incredible job against LuFisto.
And LuFisto, Riley hearing it from this crowd. Wait a second.
We know.
Amy Rosen, Max the Impaler.
Max the Impaler, hold on. Max the Impaler just can't even wait to make their way to the ring.
Max doesn't want to wait 2 weeks. They want to go right now.